So we're in a dual rate environment now in the US with the introduction of SOFR, or the Secured Overnight Financing Rate. SOFR is not necessarily a replacement for Libor, but instead it is an alternative. It's not a successor. SOFR has a lot of differences than USD Libor, and USD Libor can coexist along with SOFR. What's important is to understand how you can use SOFR. And the ARC has actually developed a SOFR user guide that you can retrieve off of their website. In addition to that, you need to start wondering if you can put SOFR in your contracts now. So in instances where you would be using a variable rate like USD Libor, you might want to start considering, can you use SOFR instead? And using that user guide that the ARC has put out can help you make those determinations. We have seen a number of ARC members issue floating rate notes using SOFR. There are some obstacles that the ARC is working towards getting over when it comes to using SOFR in loans and as well as in derivatives. So once we have some more assets that are SOFR based, I can hopefully see that we could start seeing more SOFR hedging. So some of the obstacles that we're seeing in the adoption of SOFR are different requirements that are put in place for consumer lending. So something called Reg Z, and SOFR right now is a fairly young rate, being that it just began being published in April of 2018. And so we need to see a little bit more behavior on that to see if it's an appropriate rate for consumer products. Also, SOFR is an overnight rate, and just the concept behind that of we're so used to seeing a term rate like a 1 month or a 3 month USD Libor. What do we need to see SOFR do from an overnight product? Whether it's, do we need to see a term, or do we need to do something to it like a compounding during the accrual period? SOFR has a lot of pros to it. It has a deep liquid market. My understanding is that it is based off of $800 billion of transactions daily, while USD Libor is not. However, there's a lot of considerations to consider where Libor right now will look to a credit rating of a bank versus something that's collateralized by a US Treasury.